2 years ago, I found ceramics. I went to a pottery class and that was just sort of, I left the class and I was like, oh, damn, this is it. This is gonna take up all my time now. Hi, I'm Anna. I live in London. I do prop styling and interiors, and I also am a ceramicist. When you're working creatively in a creative industry and you're doing what I do, which is prop styling, you're working in a big team, you're creating someone else's vision, and that's really fun and that's great, but you're not creating your own creative vision. The thing I've always been really drawn to is functional homeware pieces. Everything I make in the studio is something that I want to have in my house. It's those things that you're constantly picking up, you're constantly using, you're constantly interacting with. Pottery and perfection don't sit together. They don't exist together. Someone once said this to me and I thought it was so spot on. The amount of stages that a pot or a piece of ceramic goes through, it should never come out the other end. You start with clay and you have it on the wheel. There's so many chances it's going to collapse. It then has to dry. There's so many chances it's going to crack. It then goes through an insane firing, has to come out the other side. You then glaze it and then put it back in this fire and then it comes out as a pot. This was the initial idea and it came out different but in its own amazing way. And I think that is probably a lesson I really needed in my life. Like, that's probably what pottery gave me, was this thing of like, it doesn't all have to go exactly as planned. For me, ceramics is so precious and sacred because it's just purely there to let me be creative. When I walk into the studio, it does feel like a safe space. It's like work stays at the door. I get clay all on my hands. I can't answer the phone, sorry. I think that the relationship I have with clothing has changed massively over the last year or two. I think I got into the bad habit of like, well, it was a bad habit for me of just like throwing clothes that I didn't care about and didn't mean anything to me. In the last 2 years, there was this shift where I was like, I can still wear clothes that represent who I am, but they can withstand what I do. And also when I do makers markets and I am presenting my ceramics, I want to be wearing pieces that make it all cohesive. It's like these pieces represent who I am, and also I want to be wearing pieces that do that as well. With work, doing prop styling, you're always wanting to be in clothes that aren't going to be restricted. You're moving around a lot. When you're with pottery, it's a big thing of that you've got to be comfortable, you've got to be able to stretch out and move a lot. And also you can't be too precious about them either. I definitely love my clothes to be able to transition with me, and that feeling of I can just put an outfit on, it's going to serve me well the whole way through. Present yourself in a more authentic way. That's the big thing I think ceramics have let me explore.
Thank you so much, Anna. I just wanted to give you this as like a thank you.
Oh my God.
I really hope it's something that you feel like comfortable in. It's something that you can kind of, again, transition like your day with, and hopefully something that's comfortable enough to wear in the ceramic studio. And you don't mind getting a bit messy.
I'm excited. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much.
That was beautiful.
It was so wonderful hearing your like story and your journey, and like, especially with your creativity as well. So I hope that brings it out in itself.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.